Right, the next thing is drawings. We basically have two connections here. And the first is the detailed view of our, or detailed view of the drawings. And this is just simply a text field that you can just type out the drawings that you've based this project on, either the bidding documents or what have you. The other tab here is the actual sheets. You can identify each sheet that you are drawing on. So you basically put, who's the author of this who's the author of the sheet, what the sequence number of the sheet is. Usually, I usually kind of start with like 10, 20, in case there's things that you have to go in between, but this is just a sequence ordering number, because sometimes you'll have your structural sheets before your electrical plan or something. So your sheet number may not sort in the order that you would like it to sort if you were printing a document here. So you want to go to the sequence number for that. So you put in 10 here, and this is sheet A1 and plot plan, and we can put the date that it was issued. We basically can do that for each sheet, and this becomes a pop-up menu of whatever you've used before as the author of it. Now you can, I'll go 115 maybe, and this is sheet A1 and floor plan and date that it was issued. Now there's two things that we can do here for revisions. And it's kind of you have to kind of decide what you want to do. The first is if you want revisions on or track revisions of these sheets, you might want to say, okay, well, we have, this should be sheet 2. We might be able to say, okay, well, we actually had a revision on sheet A1, so I mean maybe put this as 11 and sheet A1 R1 for revision plot plan, and the date that was issued was today. So that's one way that we can track the revisions, and you would kind of want to do this way if you're planning on having well, it's up to you, because there's another way of handling this as well, and that is when we drill down. And when we drill down to this, we get a little bit more detailed information. And one is we can track, what date did we actually receive the plans. So they were issued, let's say, on the 1st, but we didn't receive them until the 9th, type thing. We have another little field for sorting, so we can actually have a little headers for sorting it in documents. And then we also have the ability to track revisions, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So we can track the 5 latest revisions. So let's say we had Delta 1, and that was dated the 8th. That was part of this, and this plan had Delta 1, but that was dated the 9th. And this wouldn't be there because we wouldn't have this. This would be maybe some other sheet. So that's fine and dandy, but now you're going, okay, well, now we have a Delta 2 just came out. So what we can do here is we can go up here and say move drawing revisions. So we're actually going to move all those down. So we always just put the most recent one up here. So we'll say this is Delta 2, and that was today, Delta 2, and that was today as well. So what's going to happen is you'll always keep the last 5 revisions exposed here. So if I had 6 deltas, all these deltas here would get moved down, or 6 revisions, and finally when I put the 6th one in, this first one's going to go off the list. It's going to get deleted, so you don't actually see that. So doing it this way, you only will see the most recent 5 changes on each plan. I will also add this other little note here. As soon as we release this in FileMaker 12, we're actually working on a version of that. There's a couple things we've found that we have to clean up. But one of the neat things is that we will be able to put a graphic field here so that you can actually view the physical plan. You can scan that plan in if you had scanned drawings in there. And because in FileMaker 12, FileMaker Server handles graphics way better. They actually hold the graphics on the server rather than having to do this weird either holding these huge files in FileMaker or in this shared drive that everyone has access to. Now it will be all in the on the server, and the server can host it and do all kinds of neat things with it. So we're designing a screen in FileMaker 12 for that. So you all will be getting that because you all will be on FileMaker 12 when you go live with this. So that's pretty cool. All right, drawings.